How we doing, guys? Right now, I'm with the Mclaren outside of my high school. The same high school where everyone told me I shouldn't be an entrepreneur. Everyone told me I should go to college. Everyone told me I was never going to make it. And here we are in front of the high school with the supercar. Now, I know this whole thing's a little bit of a cliche and the lighting isn't great. You're going to have to bear with me on that. But I wanted to make this video to just honestly reflect with you guys and give you guys all the lessons I've learned along the way, from being that weird high school kid, which a lot of you guys probably are right now, being that kid that no one understands, that has the big dreams, that is kind of quiet, a little weird, isn't going down the normal college route, to becoming the entrepreneur, living the dream life that you obviously want to have. Now, guys, there's been a lot that's gone into this journey, and one of the craziest parts about my journey is that no one really believed in me. Now, I know that's the cliche thing to say. I know everybody online's like, no one believed in me, no one believed in me. But truly, every single person at this school right here did not think I could do it, whether it was friends, whether it was family, whether it was teachers. Even teachers hated on me for trying to start a business. Teachers who teach sports media classes in high school hated on me for making content about sports, which they taught, because they were so afraid that I would make more money than them, that I would actually live a life of my dreams. And one of the key things to take away from that, guys, when every single person is hating on you, every single person wants to see you fail, is that misery loves company. You're never going to get hate from someone above. And I know I may be above now a lot of people income wise and, on their business journey. And from my personal perspective, every single person that comes to me, every single person who starts a business, who is hustling, I immediately respect. And you guys are going to get the same treatment from people who have made it, because they know how hard it is to go through that initial stage of everyone doubting you. They know how hard it is to, fight for basically everything you have, because no one believes in you, you don't have any money, and it's just a gauntlet at the start of being an entrepreneur. And that is why you're never going to get hate from above, because people who are above had to go through that stage that you're going through right now, and they understand the hardship that went into that. So they are automatically going to respect you for even trying. And for you guys who haven't made it yet, for you guys who, are entrepreneurs, maybe you got a business you just started, maybe you're hustling, whatever you're doing, trying to, get to that dream life for yourself, don't let anybody discourage you, because you going out and doing your own thing, you actually being an entrepreneur, starting to hustle and showing other people that, you are who you say you are, that is step one. Believing in yourself enough to look cringy to the world, believing in yourself enough that you don't really care if, other people see what you're doing, and, it might get to you a little bit, but the fact that you're still doing it, going through that fear, going through that stage when no one believes in you and people are making jokes behind your back, and, everyone is out to get you, that is one step. That is something to be proud of. And all you guys who haven't made money yet, you need to look at that as something to be proud of, because that's going to allow you to boost your self-esteem. That's going to allow you to boost your self-confidence. And in this game of entrepreneurship, it really is just you out there. Now, some people may fake support you once you make a little money. Some people may even really support you. Maybe you got some real friends who really want to see you win. But at the end of the day, those friends aren't going to be giving you money. Those friends aren't waking up, working their ass off on your business. It really is just you in this game. So how you feel about yourself is really all that matters. That may sound like a dark truth. That may sound a little bit harsh, but that is the reality of being an entrepreneur. It's one of the loneliest things in the world. And that's not what a lot of people talk about. All people want to talk about is this right here. All people want to talk about is having the supercar, having the money, having the dream life, and acting like everything is perfect. Now, I don't want to sound like the typical spoiled kid who's made a bunch of money standing in front of his Mclaren saying, this is horrible. No, I have worked for my freedom. I have worked for all the things I own, and I know I have an upper 1%, lifestyle for kids my age, probably 0.1% at this point. So what I'm trying to say, though, is it is going to be lonely, and that's really the hardest part about it if you're anything like me. I'm used to having friends. I'm used to to being on sports teams growing up, used to being in school with, people around me. But when you become an entrepreneur, it's really just you out there. And when you get to a certain level of self-discipline, when you get to a certain level of income, when you get to a certain level of just the frequency you are on, you're going to have high standards for yourself naturally. And that means that all your friends aren't going to come along with you. Now, I know people love to say, don't let the money change you. Don't forget where you came from. Well, guess what? Usually where you came from, those people are losers. Those people talk shit behind your back. Those people don't want to see you win. So maybe you should forget where you came from a little bit. Now, there are those people that actually support you. They should stay along, on the ride, as long as they're also raising their frequency. But it is a selfish game. It is an individual game, being an entrepreneur. And if you want to make it, if you want to have a car like this, if you want to, make millions of dollars, especially at a young age, it's just going to be you out there. Because being a young entrepreneur like myself and like you probably watching this, nobody respects you until you've showed them, that you've made some money. Nobody takes you seriously. Nobody thinks you're going to make it. Every single thing is against you from other people's eyes, and the only thing that matters and the only thing that's going to push you through that initial stage is you believing in yourself. And that's why it's the hardest thing in the world. The reason it's the hardest thing in the world is because how are you going to believe in yourself when you have no results? Nobody else believes in you. You haven't made any money yet. You feel like crap because you've probably lost some money starting your journey, and you've lost time and you haven't seen any results. Every single thing seems like it's crashing down, and you haven't gotten to the life you want to live yet. And on top of that, everybody's in your ear making jokes saying that you're not going to make it, that, you should just get a normal job, you should just go to college. All these things are against you. That's why it's the hardest thing in the world, because not that many people even start. And out of the people that start, most people quit in that initial phase. If you're in that initial phase, if you're grinding and you can just get to the point where you start to see a little bit of money, even just that first sale, that is all you need to do. Because I'm telling you guys, once you make that first bit of money, once you get that first sale, it's going to be a high you've never felt before. And all you're going to want to do is work on your business and work on your craft, because momentum is an extremely powerful thing. And that leads me into the next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. This video isn't scripted. I told you guys this is just, me trying to reflect on where I've come from going from nothing to being able to have a car like this in front of my high school I was at just 2 years ago. Was the video cut off there at the end? But what I was trying to say is that this is going to be lonely. This is going to be, a hard time in your life, getting through that first initial stage of nobody believing in you, nobody wanting to see you win, everybody thinking you're going to fail, everybody, joking behind your back, saying that you made a mistake even trying this, that you're cringe, that you're this, that you're that. And it's one of the hardest things in the world. So the fact that you're even starting, the fact that you're even watching this video should give you a sense of strength, and it should let you know that you are on the right path. I hope you guys found this video inspiring. I hope you guys found this video informative. It's been amazing talking to you guys, just trying to reflect, a little bit on my journey. It's amazing to sit out here in front of my high school where all my teachers hated on me and, have a supercar. It's an amazing feeling. And I can promise you guys that all the BS you got to go through as an entrepreneur is going to be worth it once you make it. So if you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel. I post on here pretty much daily, just trying to inform you guys on every single thing I've learned going from zero to a millionaire at 19 years old. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you want to talk to me directly, feel free to DM me on Instagram. I respond to everybody on there. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next one.